Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. Fam, I see Donald Trump has won the presidency. He's going to become president in January. He gets inaugurated, sworn in. He's going to take the oath and all of that stuff. And, let's see where it goes from there. Like I tell people, don't judge the book by the cover. Judge the book by the pages that you read. And I'm looking at the fact, man, that I looked all over Facebook and people were crying, writing long, posts about, him being president and how it's going to change the world and, how, it's already bad, it's going to get worse. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm hoping for the best. I'm here in Poland, and I noticed when I looked at the news, it was running on the news like you was in the U.S. And I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, it must really be important. So it really put something on my mind. It had me thinking, I'm in Poland and I'm set to leave in a little while. And I'm sitting there thinking, how is everything going to be with me trying to get back into the U.S.? Me and my wife, and I'm sitting here thinking, it's scaring me a little bit because the way they talking on the news, like there's a hell of a thing that happened. The stock market went up, some other stuff went up, and I'm just looking at it, man. I wish the best for this country. This country needs to be healed. This country needs somebody that's going to take it by the reins and put it back together again, man. It's broken. Right now, we don't need no more dividing. We need to be coming together to fix all the issues that we got. There shouldn't be no more black, white, Latino, or whatever. It should just be us as people trying to fix the problem. I'm going to say it again. I'm neither for, as far as Democrat, or for Republican. That's not really my thing. I just judge people by what they do. In this video, I'm congratulating Donald Trump. I'm wishing the country health, wealth, and peace of mind. Yes, I'm wishing it all of that because that's what we need to grow. And one thing I think that needs to happen for this country to grow, I think all of this stuff needs to be audited, man. It just needs to. I know he can't do that, but everything needs to be audited. We need to see where the money's going, what we paying for, and who we paying it to, and why. Man, because that would help us with a lot of stuff that's going on. See, at the end of the day, there's a lot of stuff missing. There's pieces of the picture or pieces of the puzzle that we're not getting. It's like you putting a puzzle together and you missing 5 of the, best pieces. And you like, wait, where the pieces at? And that's what you sitting here looking at. You like, yeah. And I see Elon Musk is there for the ride, and that's scaring me because at one point in time, he was talking about with his new Android robots, he was talking about they're going to take over the workforce. And I'm like, if they're going to take over the workforce, what are we going to do? How are we going to get paid? What happens next? See, that's the thing that I was looking at. Would more jobs be created? How will we feed people? He was talking about doing a massive deportation of the migrants, and that's going to cost billions. And you got to look at the fact we already paid them billions in stimulus, cell phones, food stamps, cell phones, food stamps, housing. And you got to look at all of that. That's a lot. That is a lot, man. And that's what I was talking to a lot of people about. And I was just like, man, we really need to come up with a plan. And the plan that I was making for all of this is just, we get out there and vote. Look, because at one point, nobody was voting. People said they wouldn't vote for anybody. Look, I understand with some of us, we feel that our votes don't count, but if you don't, contribute to the process, your vote really don't count. It's like want, want to win the lottery, but you don't play. How the hell that's gonna work? I'm just sitting here thinking about that. And this is why I said I want us to be the best that we can be as a country. We need to heal. At one point in time, people loved to come here. It was America, the land of milk and honey. People come here back in the 80s and they were doing their due. Even in the 90s, they were in here living their best life. If you came here in the 70s, boy, you was milking it. But now it's kind of hard. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's hard. You got to find a niche and get in there and actually work it. And that's what a lot of people don't get. They think it's just like, man, I don't want to put no work in, but it's harder now. And it's not me making excuses for people, but it's harder. And it's harder to get yourself ahead now when everything is, stacked up against you. College tuition back in the day was like 20, 30,000, like a semester. They talking about damn near 100,000 in certain places. Damn near, like 50,000 a semester. I remember college tuition was at 1.2 thousand, 5,000 a semester. At certain schools, certain universities, man. Now you in a hole for 100,000 or 200,000 by the end of your 4 years. Dude, this is what I'm talking about. Loan forgiveness on student loans, I could understand that. Dude, that's real. You're setting a hole to fail. And some of these programs will help. Trump was talking about how he took Obamacare and changed it and made it, feasible. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with making something that ain't working right work. This is what we need in this country. Stuff that works. People with jobs. Stop sending money overseas when there's people here hungry, can't pay their bills, can't even feed their kids or clothe their kids. It's real everywhere. But my whole thing is, I'm not saying don't help everybody else, but you need to help home first. If this country falls apart, who gonna help put it together? And when all of those floods and everything happened, and I understand Donald Trump wasn't the president, and I understand that, there was a failure out there. We need somebody that's going to take the reins and control it. And again, I don't have no verdict on Donald Trump. All I'm saying is I want him to be the best president that he can be and the president that we need. A president that's going to take action and be fair. I'm not talking about just one-sided. You need to look at the whole picture because this country is more complex than people think it is. This is the only country where you can come in and have different religions, speak different languages, and people comply and change, and have people come in to be able to speak your language. In other countries, they look at you and be like, okay, that's on you. If you can't speak it, that's on you. This might not be the place for you. This is what I'm saying. We need to get back to what made this country great. No more dividing, just building. We need a massive building project. I'm not talking about a wall or anything like that. We need a building project that's going to help strengthen the economy, like a bridge or something. These are some things that we need to do. We need to set in motion things that's going to help all of us. We need to build infrastructure and everything else, family, and everything that you could possibly think of. Things that's going to work in our favor. But to later, fam, I just want to say thank you. And congratulations to Donald Trump. I see Kamala Harris has finally gave a speech on it, and conceded and, just wished him the best. And that's something that I think, that was needed. I looked at it this way, and I want to say this before I get off. I see the Democratic Party to me was like Pepsi. You know, at Pepsi bring all of those stars in, like they bring in Britney Spears at one point in time, Michael Jackson. They bring a lot of stars in. And Coca-Cola didn't really bring stars in because Coca-Cola had the better product and still does. Coca-Cola is number one. And that's the thing. That's what you look at. When you got a plan, people behind you, you don't need all those gimmicks and everything else. Who you are speaks for you. But to later, fam, thank you for watching. And again, this is not me being for or against Donald Trump. I'm just saying he's president. I wish him the best, and I wish the best for this country. Peace out.